Hello, so today I'm making some Copycat Taco Bell. I had it Taco Bell for the first time. I'll talk about that later, but I'm going to make Copycat Taco Bell, and what I'm going to make is a double stack taco, the beefy 5-layer burrito, and then some nachos. So I think it's called Luxe Cravings Box, so I'm going to recreate that entire thing. So let's get started. So I'll need hard shell tacos, beef, lettuce, tomato, soft tortillas, and then I'm going to make my own nacho cheese sauce, which I'm going to do first. And then I'll need refried beans, sour cream, and shredded cheese. I'm using Velveeta for the nacho cheese sauce, and I also made some pickled jalapenos earlier today, and I'm going to use the juice for the nacho cheese sauce. Apparently that's how they make it at Taco Bell. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I looked online for a recipe, but I just couldn't find one. But I'm just going to do whatever. Hopefully it turns out good. So I have 3 small cubes of Velveeta cheese. And I'm going to use about 4 tablespoons of this pickled jalapeno and maybe about half a cup of milk. So I'm going to cut these up into cubes and put them in my pan here. So Taco Bell, I've only had Taco Bell once, until recently, once, and well twice. So I had the Doritos Locos Tacos. When that was a thing, I wanted some really bad, so I had asked my mom if we can get some, and she didn't really want to go. But I was like, please, I really want to try it. So then she went to Taco Bell and I got those. They weren't really that good. I got the nacho cheese ones. And then the other time I had it was when they had this really spicy Dorito thing, burrito thing. And that was over 10 years ago. So I had Taco Bell again for the first time in 10 years, like 3 weeks ago. And it was actually really good this time. So my friend, she's a really big fan of Taco Bell. That's one of her favorite places. And I went to her house for a sleepover, and she was like, we should go to Taco Bell. She was trying to go at 3 a.m. I said, no, we're not going at 3 a.m. But then I was like, okay, we can go the next day. So we ended up going the next day, and I got the Luxe Cravings Box, which is part of their Decades menu. It's from the 90s, apparently, what they used to have in the 90s. It was really good. So I'm going to cut these into blocks so it can. Okay, so I'm going to cut down the Velveeta into cubes. I'm gonna have to go fast because I just lost all the storage on this iPad is full, and I might not be able to finish this video unless I use my laptop, which is really bad quality. So this might be one of the quicker videos I've taken or I've uploaded. Shortest ones. So I'm going to cut the Velveeta up. Velveeta's pretty good. I like to use Velveeta in my mac and cheese, which I always make for Thanksgiving. Always make it for Thanksgiving. One of our favorite foods to have. Okay. So it looks like that. I think that probably is too much nacho cheese, but it's fine. And I'm going to put this. That's probably half a cup. And then I'm going to put about 4 tablespoons of this pickled jalapeno that I made. I'm supposed to give it a kick. I'll just do 3.5. 3.5 tablespoons. And I'm going to put this on the stovetop and let that melt down. While I do that, I'm going to cook my tortillas for the double stack taco, I think. So I have the Velveeta on medium heat. I don't know how long it's going to take, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So here are the tortillas here. These are Tortilla Land. What I do is I freeze them, so I defrosted them. And I'm going to put these on the stove. They take about 60 seconds on medium heat. And I'm going to make maybe 6 of them. Alright. Okay, while that cooks, I'm going to cut up my tomatoes here. You can use Roma tomatoes, but I just have these for now. I forgot to finish my story earlier, so I went to the Taco Bell by her house, and it was really good. And so I recently, last week, got Taco Bell around where I live, and it wasn't nearly as good. So that's why I have been inspired to make my own at home and see if it tastes better. So it's November 26th. So Thanksgiving, I was about to say Taco Bell. Taco Bell's on my mind. It's not even that great of a place. My family doesn't like Taco Bell too much. When I said I wanted to try Taco Bell last Friday, they said, Taco Bell? But yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest. I prefer other food places. But Thanksgiving, I'm all over the place. But Thanksgiving is coming up soon. In 2 days, and I'll be helping my mom cook. And then my entire family, we're going to eat. And my dad's probably going to watch the Dallas Cowboys like every Thanksgiving and every Sunday. They're not really good this season, so, and I don't really watch football like that anymore. But I'll probably watch some on Thanksgiving. They don't play the Commanders anymore. They usually always play the Commanders on Thanksgiving. They play the Giants this Thanksgiving. The cheese is bubbling up, so I'm going to go stir that, and I'll be done with these tomatoes next time you see me. I'm trying to preserve as much storage space as possible, so I'm going a little fast. And this video is chaotic, as always. So the cheese sauce is done. It's a bit thinner than I want it to be, but I'm not going to put it back on the stovetop. It's kind of burning on the sides, so I'm just going to deal with it. But I'll taste it again. I tasted it and it doesn't taste so spicy, so I might, since I made a lot, I'm going to save some of this to put in the mac and cheese. I think that'll be good. But we'll see. I added flour to it, now it's just really clumpy. So don't do that. Yeah, it burnt at the bottom. But here's the nacho cheese sauce. It just tastes like Velveeta. I probably could have just used regular shredded cheese. Could have used more jalapeno sauce, but I'm not going to do that. I don't want to. When I start doing too much, that's when I mess things up. So it's good how it is. So that's the nacho cheese sauce. It said put a little paprika in it, which I do use in my mac and cheese, so I might do that. I'm not done with my tomatoes, as you can see. But I did get down to 2 tortillas, so I have 4 more left, and I'll be back yet again. So I finished the ground beef here. It took about 10 minutes. And I have some stand-in stuff, taco shells. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to take the tortilla and fold it like that. but it's a lot bigger than the hard shell taco. So I'm going to cut it down, and I have this bowl I'm going to put over here, and I'm going to make it smaller. Hopefully this will fit. If not, this is a burnt one, so. But I'm going to take the excess and probably just save that and make some tortilla chips or something with it. But I'm not going to throw that away. So I have the oven going 325 degrees. I'm going to put these in the oven for maybe 3 minutes just to get them a little bit heated. I have about 5. But let's see how this goes. This is the great experiment right here. Okay. I'm going to press down really hard. And have this. I was going to use scissors. Just going around the edges. I have wax paper on this. Alright. You might want to put this down on the cutting board. There's the ring. Here's the tortilla. Let's see. It's burnt. Yeah. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Yeah. So this is what we want. You see it? This is how Taco Bell does it. Obviously they don't have to cut up their tortillas like this. But I'm going to do that for about 3 of them because I don't think everybody wants the double stacked version. But yeah, I'm quite smart and resourceful. Wow. I can just eat that since I'm going to do it again. Another one. This looks really cool. Easily impressed. Okay, once more. I was just gonna make it and my family eats it. If they eat it, they eat it. Okay, but so I can. You already saw these two. And you saw what to do with them. Now you could just get smaller tortillas and not have to deal with this, but I'm making everything at home with all the ingredients I had at home. I didn't go to the store, I had all the stuff already here. But you can get the smaller tortillas if you want. These are flour, by the way. These are corn. So again, I'm going to put these in the oven and I'll be back when it's all done. Okay, now on to the final step. So this is just kind of how I have it. I went on the Taco Bell website and I found out how they make it. So yeah, I put in on this paper the order I need to assemble everything. So I'm going to start off with the double stacked taco. Now with this, I was like, you can just put shredded cheese on it instead of nacho cheese. Probably a lot simpler that way. These are done. I took these out. They're cold now, but I'm gonna put it back in the oven, I guess. I had those in for 3 minutes. So you want to take some nacho cheese for the double stacked. Just put a little bit around the whole thing, like so. I did make way too much of this, but like I said, my mom was trying to make some rotel, so maybe we can have that. Or I can put it in the mac and cheese. So just spread it all around. Like this. There's a cheese on the tortilla. And then take the taco shell and fold it. Like this. So you have your cheese, and it should stick. Yeah, it's sticking. So you have your cheese, and then your soft shell, your cheese, and then the hard shell. Then you want to put your ground beef, maybe about a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons inside. And lettuce and tomato. So like that. And then I'm going to put more cheese on it, and I'm going to put it back in the oven, and then I'll put the lettuce and tomato on it later, because I don't want that to get wilted from the heat. This looks pretty good. Copycat version. Taco Bell's relatively cheap, but it's healthier to make it at home. So I'll do that again, or actually, I'll do the burrito now, just in case I run out of storage or something. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment what your favorite item is to get at Taco Bell or anything. What are your plans for Thanksgiving? I mentioned my plans earlier. Just gonna eat like I always do on Thanksgiving, eat a lot of food. I think we'll eat around 4. I don't really like eating early, especially something as heavy as that, when it could just be dinner. But we'll see what my family thinks, or what my family wants to do. Okay, so the beefy 5-layer burrito is tortilla, nacho cheese, refried beans, beef, sour cream, and shredded cheese. I don't like sour cream, so I'm going to do one without. When I went to this Taco Bell, they actually put sour cream on it, and I didn't want sour cream, so it did ruin it for me. Sour cream is just nasty. But nacho cheese, same thing again. I'm trying to see if I should put it all over it and then fold it. I don't have the biggest tortilla, so it's not going to be a big burrito. But it is quite a lot of food anyways. I'll just put it around. Like this. You could just buy nacho cheese. Real thin layer on. Ooh. Real thin layer here. That looks very shiny. And then refried beans. So I don't have too many refried beans. I made this and I used some of it, and then my dad ate some. And this is the only can we had, so we have to use it sparingly. Just 2 tablespoons. You can add more. This whole thing has just been me talking about Taco Bell. love refried beans. One of my favorite things to get. And refried beans and rice. My favorite food from Mexican restaurants is actually enchiladas, beef enchiladas with red sauce. Okay, so now some beef. And I'll just put that over top like this. And more cheese. I love making weird faces, I don't know. She's so goofy. Actually, you put the sour cream on top of the beef if you were to use sour cream right now. But as I said, I'm not. So, sour cream and then your cheese, if that's how you want it. You could also put your lettuce and tomato in here. But I won't do that for this one. And then I'll roll it up like a burrito. I have to see how to roll it up. Let me show you. So this is what it looks like. You got your cheese, your beans, your beef, your cheese again. Okay, so I'm going to fold the edges inward and then roll it and roll it and roll it. And there's the burrito. It's coming apart on the sides, but here it is. See, it's the size of my hand, so it's a very small burrito. I think them burritos are a little bigger than this, but it depends on your tortilla size. So that's the beefy 5-layer burrito, holding it so preciously. And I'm going to put this on this pan here. So there's that, and again, don't forget the lettuce and tomatoes. But I'm going to make these other ones, and then I'm going to put these in the oven. Yeah, it doesn't look so good. I'm actually proud of myself for recreating this. Give me a hand clap emoji or something in the comments. I don't know. Most things you can recreate if you really wanted to. Really simple to make sometimes. Okay, like I said, I'll be back. So I'll show you. If I can. So I made 3 of the double stacked tacos. You saw them earlier. With the cheese, nacho cheese, and the tortilla double stack. I made 3 of those, and then I made 2 just regular tacos. I didn't put cheese on that. I'll put cheese on that later. But I made 3 of the 5-layer burritos. Let me not drop it. 1, 2, and 3. And this one, it doesn't have any nacho cheese. I put shredded cheese on it. So there's that. I feel like Taco Bell, all these customizations. It's quite heavy too. And then I had a little bit ground beef left over and 2 tortillas, 3 tortillas. So it's very bright. Let me see if nope. That's better. Okay, so I have 2 quesadillas with just cheese and ground beef. I just kind of had that left over, so I did that. And had a tortilla left over, so I made some tortilla chips for the nacho cheese to have some nachos on the side too. Just a little bitty thing, because it's a lot of food. Let me show you again because the camera's a bit better. There's the double stack. And then the plain. And then the burritos. I'm going to put these in the oven for maybe 4 minutes, get it reheated because it's cold now, and then I'll put the lettuce and tomato on it, and I'll be done with this whole thing. It didn't take too long. I've just really been cleaning up more than making it and everything. So, pretty simple and easy to make. Anybody can probably make these simple things and stuff. Well, this recipe. And sour cream too. I have to remember the sour cream. But that's pretty much it for now. I'll be back when it's all done. Alright, so I took them out the oven. I just put them in there to heat up a bit. The cheese melted too, the shredded cheese. So now I'm going to put some lettuce on it and then some tomatoes, and I'll be done. So I'll put just a little bit. Now I'm using romaine lettuce, but iceberg lettuce is what they use. I like Taco Bell's refried beans, the beef, and I like their nacho cheese. This nacho cheese isn't as good as theirs, I'll admit that. Alright, there's a little lettuce here. It is Tuesday, so we're eating on Taco Tuesday, eating tacos on Taco Tuesday. And I'll just put the tomatoes I did earlier on here. Now the double stack doesn't have lettuce or tomatoes. It actually has Fiesta strips, which are just kind of different color tortilla chips. And some kind of something else, but I'm not sure. But I'm just going to do lettuce and tomato. And the sour cream, I'll put some sour cream on it. Well, actually I won't. I'll let everybody put their own sour cream on it. But I am done. This is how it looks. Yeah, the double stack kind of fell, but there's the double. And the cheese. The cheese melted and everything. And the burritos are here still. I didn't do anything different to that. And there's a regular taco. And the tortilla chips, I'm just going to microwave some nacho cheese probably and do nachos on the side. Not too much, maybe like 2 chips and a scoop of cheese. But that's it for this video. Yeah. Let me know if you make this, and let me know how it is. Again, like the video, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. I'm at 42 subs. My goal is 100. So hopefully one day. But thanks for watching. That's it for this. I'll let you know how it is in the description. I'm going to shoot a thumbnail after this, but see ya.